everybody, welcome to today's video. I am super duper excited today's video. Today we are going to be talking all about the brand Experiment. This is a female-owned, chemist-founded, independent skincare brand. Very excited to give you all of the information about all of their products. Before we hop in, if you're wondering what's on my eyes, it is the ColourPop Frosty the Snowman collection. That sparkle that's on my eyes is the shade Ice and Snow right here. It's like a crazy, like, trio chrome. I don't know if the camera's even doing it justice. There's like green, blue, and pink all in there. It is a very, very unique shade. Alrighty, ready? Let's just get right into this. Also, it's finally cold in California. I know, it's like 70, which I know is not that cold, but it's been like high 60s, low 70s every day, and I'm like kind of so happy about it because I can finally wear sweaters and not be sweating my balls. That's not important, so let's just get into this. Let's get into everything Experiment. Experiment, like I said, it was founded by two chemists. Both are female. They are cosmetic chemists. And the whole idea behind the brand is that it is very science-backed and it doesn't take itself too seriously. So it is very fun skincare. Like, even if we look at the packaging, like, this is such cute packaging, but these products are so scientifically driven. There's nothing that I love more than a chemist-founded skincare brand, because these are the cosmetic chemists. These are the people that are, sorry, there's someone walking outside and I'm just nosy. The people that are formulating the products on the market that are already on the market, so they know better than anyone what is needed on the market and what's missing in the market. How many times can I say market? But they know what's missing, they know what the people need, and so that was what they made. Another thing I love about this brand is that they only launch products when it is necessary. They're not launching product for the sake of launching product. They're not like, oh, well, everyone has a vitamin C, so we're gonna launch a vitamin C. Like, no, they're only gonna launch something if there's a gap in the market and this product does not exist otherwise, which is why they only have 5 products, but I do own all 5 products. So we're gonna go product by product. I'm gonna go in the order that you would use them, like in a skincare routine. So we have a cleanser, a serum, a kind of slugging occlusive, a mask, and a lip balm. So that's more or less the order we're gonna go in. One thing that I really like about Experiment as well is that they are pretty reasonably priced for an independent kind of mid-range skincare brand. So let's start with cleanser. This is their only face wash. This is the Plasma Wash. It is a 15% glycerin-based moisture depositing gel cream cleanser. And the Plasma Wash is $22 for 5 ounces, which the price is not so terrible for like a more mid-range kind of product. However, I do wish you got more. Like, I would prefer at least 8 ounces. So Experiment, if you see this, can we make that happen? 5 ounces, just like, that's really small for a face wash. You go through face wash kind of quickly. Gel cream is a very accurate way to describe this texture because it's not like a ooey gooey gel that foams up really heavily like a traditional gel cleanser would. And it's not so thick that it's a cream cleanser that either foams or doesn't foam. There's different types of cream cleansers, but the texture is very much a gel cream. So it's still a little bit ooey gooey, a little bit runny, but it is more of that translucent, a little bit thicker texture. It is a moisture depositing cleanser. Like I said, it has that 15% glycerin, and it also works with castor oil malleate, which is supposed to help deposit that glycerin onto the skin so it remains moisturizing your skin after you rinse it off. Is this the most hydrating moisturizing cleanser I've ever used in my life? No. But is it hydrating and moisturizing? Yes. Is it stripping on my skin? No. But does it give me a very good cleanse? Yes. My skin is moisturized and soft after using this, but I do, like, it's not like I don't feel like I need moisturizer. I still feel like I need moisturizer, but my skin is not like stripped to filth. And the tagline on the back of the bottle is for a gentle yet strangely effective cleanse, and I would wholeheartedly agree with that. It is very gentle, but it is very effective. They also claim that you can do a first and second cleanse with just this one step, like use it twice in a row. I personally wouldn't, because on my skin personally, it was a bit stripping if I did go in twice with this. So I just think it's a bit too intense for that on my skin. I have normal to dry skin. Wouldn't necessarily say that it's very sensitive, but to each his own. And I do have an entire video comparing it to the Prequel Cleanser, because that's a question that a lot of people have had about how does this compare to the Cleanser, because they're both glycerin based cleansers. I did an entire video on that, so you can go there to check out all of my thoughts comparing this to the Cleanser. But very good, gel cream, accurate, moisture depositing, intense cleanse, non-stripping. This is probably their most famous product. This is super saturated. This is their 30% glycerin barrier supporting serum. This has gone viral on TikTok over and over and over again because the texture is so unique. Let me show you. So very ooey gooey, like very much like that snail mucin-y kind of stringiness. But I will say, once you rub it in, that stringiness completely goes away. It doesn't feel sticky at all. It actually sinks into the skin very, very quickly, which I was surprised by. Just like looking at that stringy texture, I was like, oh, this is gonna be sticky, this is gonna be gooey, like this is gonna be a sensorial nightmare. It is not. It sinks in beautifully. It makes your skin feel like velvet. Like my hands feel like so soft and velvety. Very transformative texture. Glycerin, as we all know, is a world-class humectant. It works in the same way that hyaluronic acid does. Hyaluronic acid is a little bit more, you know, famous for being a humectant, but they both work the same way. They just attract moisture from the environment, from the air, and then pull it into your skin to help hydrate. And one of the things about glycerin is that formulated at 30% or above, which this is formulated at 30%, does have barrier restoring properties for your moisture barrier. Also, one thing I want to note about this is that this is 1.35 ounces, which normally most serums are just 1 ounce, but this is 1.35, so you are getting like a little bit extra. So that kind of helps the price in a little bit of a way. Saturated is $28 for 1.35 ounces. So you are getting more than the typical 1 ounce that you would get with any standard serum across the board, but you are getting more than that. And $28 honestly isn't bad even for a 1 ounce serum. So the fact that you're getting more and it's still not over $30, that is impressive. So this is immensely hydrating and it makes my skin feel super soft after I put it on. So the sensorial experience is amazing, and then the results are absolutely fantastic. I have not had a single dry patch since I have integrated this into my routine, which, especially going into the winter, that is something that I normally struggle with. But this has completely like helped my barrier. It helps my redness as well. I don't even know if that's something that this claims, but I do have a lot of redness in my skin. I have post-inflammatory erythema, which is like those red dots that happen after, you know, your breakouts and stuff go away, and that just causes, you know, redness and inflammation all over the skin. But this really helps to calm all of that. I personally, out of everything, I did not expect to love this as much as I do. I was just like, it's gonna be a hydrating serum, but it is not. It is much more than that. Now let's get into the mask. So this is the step that you would use after a serum, and this is not a mask like any other mask on the market. This is their Avant-Garde reusable sheet mask, and the Avant-Garde sheet mask is $19, and it is infinitely reusable literally until it falls apart, which silicone probably isn't going to do that. So you have this mask forever, and it's $19. There are some single sheet masks that go for $19, so this is actually a very, very good investment. This also comes in 2 sizes. They come with like the small and the large. I have the small one. I thought it was gonna be too small because I have kind of a big head, but it actually fits perfectly on my head. So, but this is how it comes, and this is what it looks like. If I can get it open, it is completely silicone, so it's reusable literally forever unless you like tear it, which it's gonna be a little bit hard to tear it. One of the things that you should note about this, it is completely flat, but it is 3D, so you can see there's a seam on this side, and then on the other side, there is no seam. That side with the seam is what is going to be pointing away from you. So it's going to be on the outside, and the other side is what you're gonna put on your face. The way that Avant-Garde works is that it becomes basically like a seal over your face while you are having a serum on. So instead of that serum either just like sinking in or evaporating away from your skin, you are holding it down, holding it onto your skin. So you're just like maximizing the benefits and the longevity of that serum, turning it effectively into a mask. When I do use this, I typically use like a pump or 2 more of whatever serum I'm using, just, I don't know, to max out on the benefits. And then I will put Avant-Garde over tops, and I'll usually leave it on for like 20 minutes. It says you can use it for 10 minutes up to an hour. I have never left it on for an hour. I typically do like 20, maybe 30 minutes. I'll usually use this when I'm in the bathtub. So just, you know, the duration of my bath is when I'll have it on. And then you take it off, and then same as any other type of sheet mask, you just rub in the excess serum, and then you're good to go. You just wash this with soap and water, hang it to dry. It doesn't take long because it's silicone, and then just put it back in this little case. I do notice a difference when I use this mask on top of my serums versus when I don't, because I just feel like those effects are just maximized. My skin feels more hydrated, it's more glowy, and it's just all around just, I don't know. I didn't think that it would actually give results, but it actually does. Now, I don't use it every day. Again, I'll use it like once a week, maybe when I'm like in the bath and masking, but you could use this every day. Who's got the time? One thing about this mask that I did not expect to love the way that I do is the ear loops. I thought these were so weird. I was like, what is that? But it really, like, they stretch, and something about them being shaped like this, there's no tugging on the ears, there's no uncomfortableness, there's no digging in. Something about this like wiggled design really makes this very comfortable on the ears, to the point that I don't even notice that it's there. But you know, ear loop's necessary because otherwise it's just gonna slide off your face. But I think there's like a patent pending on this little ear loop design too, but I absolutely love this little ear loop design. Now let's get into Buffer Jelly. This is their barrier boosting oil gel. This is their kind of slugging product, and out of everything from the entire brand that we're going to talk about today, this is my least favorite. And not because I don't like it, I do like this product, it's just what I reach for the least out of everything. Good product, it's just, if I had to rank everything, this is my least favorite. Not bad, just at the bottom of the rank. Buffer Jelly is $32 for 1 ounce, so it is a bit more on the expensive side. It's also probably just a more expensive formula to make than super saturated because of its unique oil gel texture and all of the extra ingredients that go into it. The main ingredient in here is jojoba oil, so it is an oil-based, oh god, that's down my... Great. It has that little bit of that yellow color to it. I believe there's like sunflower oil in here as well. And it feels really just like a lightweight oil. They say an oil gel. It just feels like a lightweight oil. That's really, to me, all it is just like another facial oil. Really, like any sort of occlusive is going to do that. Vaseline, Aquaphor, any type of facial oil typically, which to me, it is unique in the sense of all of the ingredients that are in it and the boosting powers that it has. Out of everything from Experiment, I really do think that you can skip this and you're probably gonna get similar results with just like any old face oil. Sometimes I will go in with this at night if I feel like my moisturizer isn't rich enough, it isn't hydrating enough, like, and my skin still feels a little bit tight. It does sink in pretty quickly, contrary to a lot of other slugging products. Vaseline really sits on top of the skin and you kind of feel it gets all over your pillows. This does sink in very nicely. It just provides that barrier layer. Feels very, very comfortable. If you want a very lightweight facial oil, I think that Buffer Jelly is a really great option. So ingredients wise and kind of like benefits wise, it is unique in the sense that it has squalane, it has ceramides, it has those fatty acids, it has jojoba oil. I believe it also has oat in it for calming. So ingredients wise, it is one of the most unique kind of slugging products and a very beneficial ingredients wise facial oil. For me, this just isn't a necessary step, but I do respect the product. I do appreciate the product. It's just, for my routine, nothing really special. Now let's get into the love of my life. I mean that so seriously. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. The Softwear lip balm. Why does mine look like this? Because I have cut them open. 2 of them. Experiment Softwear is their lip balm. This has 63% squalane. I believe squalane is the first ingredient, not wax, not any other random oil. This is a biorecognizable oil. So your skin does recognize squalane. And so that helps to absorb that moisture into your skin at like rapid speed and rapid efficacy. Softwear is $16 for 0.34 ounces, which puts it price per ounce on par with like Ole Henriksen and Summer Fridays. It also has pomegranate sterols, which mimic the natural cholesterol in our skin. So that's just adding more to our moisture barrier for your lips as well. It has a 7% water and glycerin complex. So we talked about glycerin with super saturated and how it is a humectant that draws moisture from the air. And so the complex in Softwear includes water and glycerin at 7%. So it is using the water that's already in the formula to amplify that glycerin in your lips. So even if there's no moisture in the air, it's going to take that water from the lip balm formula that is working together in that complex to intensely hydrate your lips. The thing that just puts this over the top is that there is 0.2% hydroxycaprylic acid, which is a very, very gentle chemical exfoliant. Yes, this is safe to put on your lips. It's not going to rip you apart from the inside if you get it in your mouth. You will be completely fine. No, it does not tingle. No, it does not burn. No, it does not over exfoliate your lips throughout the day. I have applied this throughout the day multiple times all day long. I have never had an issue with over exfoliation, any sort of reaction, any sort of sensitivity on my lips, any sort of sun exposure sensitivity. Honestly, you can put that aside because you are not going to be applying this lip balm all day long, because the longevity that this has on your lips is unlike any lip balm I have ever used. You start to feel this lip balm working on application. So it really feels like it's sinking into your lips, almost latching on in a way. You can feel it start to go to work, hydration flooded in your lips, and it is not going anywhere. This lip balm, I will put it on. I'm not even throwing on a whole bunch. At night, I will slather this on, but during the day, I'll put on a solid amount, just like an average amount of lip balm. It will last on my lips for 6, maybe 8 hours because of those moisturizing, hydrating, and exfoliating ingredients. Once this lip balm wears off after those 6 to 8 hours, I don't even feel the need to automatically reapply. You know, some lip balms, you put them on, then they wear off, and then you're like, my lips are so dry again and my lips hurt because the lip balm was just a band-aid. It didn't do anything. This is not like that. This genuinely fixes the problem of dry lips. So you do not need to reapply all the time because your lips will feel better. They will look better. They will just feel enriched, hydrated, just gorgeous. This is my favorite product from Experiment. It is one of my favorite products of all time across the board. Skincare, lip balm, makeup, anything. Like if I was going to ever recommend one product, ever, you only ever take one recommendation from me, let it be this lip balm. Please let it be this lip balm. Everyone I know that has tried this lip balm has said that it has completely changed their outlook on lip balms and they cannot use anything else anymore. I try not to be dramatic about things like this, and I'm not even trying to be dramatic. I just have to be dramatic about this lip balm because it is such a dramatic lip balm. There's just nothing else on the market that can do what this lip balm does. There are other moisturizing and exfoliating lip balms and squalane based lip balms and hydrating lip balms, but truly none of them work in the same way that this one does. So going through everything from top to bottom, my favorite to my least favorite, my favorite is absolutely Softwear lip balm. Nothing's gonna top that. And then my second and third place are kind of tied, but I think I'm gonna give Super Saturated second and then Plasma Wash third. And then in fourth place, the Avant mask, because this just like isn't so much of a product, but it is a product, but not like a, you know what I mean. And then in fifth place is Buffer Jelly, just because I do not use this that often because my skin doesn't need it like it needs Super Satty. So if you have any questions about any of these products, anything that I didn't cover, please, please, please leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you with any answers that I have. I think that wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.